Welcome back to Demolition Worker. Today, we are tackling the colossal Idanova, focusing entirely on its massive liquid natural gas tanks. This magnificent vessel was a pioneer in maritime engineering, utilizing liquid natural gas to drastically reduce harmful emissions during its operation. Now, it faces the end of its life cycle, and our specialized crew must carefully dismantle its most dangerous and complex components. The absolute biggest challenge we face today lies deep within the lower decks, where the gigantic stainless steel fuel reserves reside. Navigating through these metallic corridors requires extreme caution, as the sheer scale of the internal architecture is both breathtaking and intimidating. Behold the heart of the beast. These incredibly thick stainless steel tanks were designed to hold fuel at extremely cryogenic temperatures. To maintain those freezing conditions, each tank is wrapped in a highly complex thermal insulation system that we must carefully remove. Stripping away this protective barrier is a tedious process, demanding absolute precision to avoid damaging the valuable stainless steel hiding underneath. Every single piece of removed insulation is immediately collected and safely disposed of, ensuring our workspace remains completely free from hazards. With the exterior layer finally gone, the magnificent stainless steel structure stands completely exposed, ready for the next critical demolition phase. However, before we can even touch the tank itself, we must systematically dismantle this heavily reinforced carbon steel protective outer cage. This cage was engineered to withstand catastrophic impacts, meaning its structural integrity makes our demolition job significantly more difficult to execute. To breach this formidable defense, we are bringing in our heavy hydraulic shears, specifically calibrated for cutting through incredibly thick metal. The operator maneuvers the massive jaws with surgical precision, locking onto the first structural beam of the incredibly tough protective cage. With an ear-splitting crunch, the immense hydraulic pressure effortlessly snaps the thick steel, sending a bright shower of sparks flying everywhere. Precision is absolutely paramount right now. One wrong move with this heavy machinery could easily puncture the incredibly valuable inner tank. Each massive section of the carbon steel cage is carefully detached and safely lowered to the floor to prevent uncontrolled collapses. Ground crews immediately move in with powerful cutting torches, reducing the massive fallen beams into much smaller, highly manageable scrap pieces. The intense heat of the torch slices through the heavy carbon steel like butter, preparing the scrap for its upcoming transportation. Forklifts continuously clear the immediate area, ensuring our heavy machinery has enough room to maneuver safely around the massive fuel tanks. With a large section of the cage finally removed, we now have direct, unimpeded access to the pristine stainless steel tank. Before cutting the main tank, engineers utilize advanced ultrasonic devices to precisely measure the exact thickness of the stainless steel walls. The readings confirm our expectations. This vessel was built with extraordinarily thick layers of premium stainless steel to ensure maximum safety. Standard blades simply cannot handle this material. We must switch to specialized, extremely hardened cutters designed specifically for slicing through stainless steel. These specialized blades are incredibly expensive, but they are absolutely necessary to cleanly sever the tough alloys without causing equipment failure. The machine operator takes a deep breath as the massive hydraulic jaws slowly approach the pristine surface of the fuel tank. The very first bite into the premium stainless steel produces a deafening screech, showcasing the incredible resilience of this specialized alloy. Slowly but surely, the immense mechanical power overcomes the structural integrity, tearing a massive chunk of valuable steel from the tank. The specialized blades perform flawlessly, leaving an incredibly clean cut through the thick metal without causing any unnecessary stress or fracturing. We must place this premium material in a strictly designated zone, ensuring it never comes into contact with ordinary carbon steel. Cross-contamination is our biggest enemy here. If regular steel particles embed into the stainless steel, it drastically reduces its recycling value. Therefore, our crew meticulously cleans every single piece of extracted stainless steel, brushing away any stray particles from the cutting process. To guarantee absolute purity, we utilize massive industrial electromagnets to sweep the sorting area, pulling away any hidden carbon steel fragments. The powerful magnetic field instantly attracts stray iron shavings, ensuring our premium stainless steel scrap remains completely uncontaminated and highly valuable. From above, you can clearly see our strict organizational system. The dark carbon steel is kept entirely separate from the stainless. The systematic dismantling continues for hours. The operator methodically peels away section after section of the giant tank like an onion. Operating this heavy machinery requires intense concentration and years of specialized experience to maintain the delicate balance of power and precision. Each massive plate we remove represents a significant financial return, provided we maintain our incredibly strict sorting and quality control protocols. Ground crews immediately smooth out the razor-sharp edges of the extracted plates, ensuring safe handling during the upcoming transportation and processing. The industrial environment is harsh and unforgiving, yet there is a strange, captivating beauty in the chaotic sparks of the demolition. Peering inside the partially dismantled tank reveals a complex skeleton of internal baffles, designed to prevent the liquid fuel from sloshing. To dismantle these internal structures, our specialized team utilizes high-temperature plasma cutters, which slice through the thick alloy with incredible speed. The intense heat of the plasma beam instantly liquefies the metal, creating glowing droplets that fall safely to the reinforced floor. With a thunderous crash, another massive internal section falls, echoing loudly throughout the cavernous, empty hull of the dismantled cruise ship. Agile mini cranes are deployed directly into the hollowed tank, efficiently lifting the fallen internal structures out into the main sorting area. Quality control is continuous. Engineers use advanced handheld spectrometers to verify the exact chemical composition of every single extracted steel batch. The digital readings consistently show exceptionally high levels of nickel and chromium, confirming the incredibly high market value of this scrap. This meticulous attention to detail is exactly why our specialized demolition process manages to effectively double the final recycling market value. After several days of relentless labor, the very first massive liquid natural gas tank has been completely and safely dismantled entirely. Before moving to the next target, the crew thoroughly cleans the entire area, ensuring no hazardous debris is left behind whatsoever. With the first tank successfully processed, our focused attention now shifts to the second identical fuel reserve waiting in the darkness. The entire meticulous process must be repeated. We start by carefully stripping away the thick thermal insulation, protecting the secondary tank. It is physically demanding work. The stubborn insulation clings tightly to the metal, requiring significant manual effort to peel it away. Despite our best ventilation efforts, fine particles fill the air, making our heavy-duty respiratory protective equipment absolutely essential for worker safety. Once again, the massive hydraulic shears are brought in to systematically breach the heavily reinforced carbon steel protective cage surrounding it. The heavy metal crashes down onto the damp floor. Every single movement in this confined space must be calculated and controlled. The operator handles the massive excavator with surprising grace, clearing the heavy debris with a smooth, highly efficient, and practiced rhythm. Finally, the gleaming surface of the second tank is fully exposed, reflecting the relentless activity of our dedicated demolition crew perfectly. Engineers carefully mark strategic cutting lines along the hull, ensuring the structural integrity of the surrounding ship remains completely uncompromised throughout. Following the precise markings, the hydraulic shears bite down hard, initiating the surgical deconstruction of this massive metallic fuel storage beast. The rhythm accelerates as massive panels of premium alloy are continuously extracted and swiftly transported to our highly organized sorting yard. Out in the yard, every single extracted plate is carefully inspected and neatly stacked, preparing for its final journey to recycling. A specialized heavy transport vehicle arrives at the facility, ready to transport these massive, incredibly valuable metallic yields to the foundry. Towering industrial cranes effortlessly hoist the heavy stacks of premium alloy, carefully loading them onto the reinforced bed of the transport. Heavy-duty tension straps are ratcheted down tight, ensuring the highly valuable cargo remains perfectly secure during its long highway transit. As the fully loaded transport departs the shipyard, it carries away tons of perfectly sorted premium material destined for immediate rebirth. Meanwhile, back inside the belly of the ship, our dedicated crew has successfully dismantled over half of the second fuel tank. The intense physical labor takes a heavy toll, making these brief moments of rest and hydration absolutely critical for overall safety. The crew chief quickly rallies the team, reminding them that their meticulous efforts are directly responsible for maximizing the overall profitability. Rejuvenated and focused, the team straps their protective gear back on, ready to conquer the final remaining sections of the tank. The heavy machinery roars back to life, aggressively tackling the thickest and most stubborn bottom sections of the massive fuel reservoir. The reinforced base plates present a massive challenge, forcing our hydraulic shears to operate at their absolute maximum pressure capacity today. Finally, with a deafening, echoing crack, the immense mechanical force overpowers the reinforced base, snapping the thick alloy completely in half. The colossal piece of metal crashes down, sending powerful vibrations through the floorboards that can be felt throughout the entire ship. Extracting these awkward, incredibly heavy base pieces from the tight corners of the hull requires highly coordinated rigging and lifting techniques. As the massive base is hauled into the daylight, we finally see the hidden wear and tear on its outer surfaces. Any sections showing significant degradation or contamination are immediately isolated and sent to a separate processing zone for specialized chemical cleaning. We utilize high-powered industrial laser cutters to surgically remove any degraded edges, ensuring only the purest alloy goes to the foundry. After this meticulous trimming process, the remaining block of stainless steel is absolutely flawless, guaranteeing the highest possible market recycling price. Through hours of relentless, highly coordinated effort, the colossal secondary fuel tank slowly but surely vanishes from the belly of the ship. Finally, the cavernous hold stands completely empty. The massive fuel reserves are gone, leaving only a complex network of disconnected pipes. Our next immediate task is dismantling the highly specialized cryogenic piping system that previously transported the volatile liquid natural gas safely. These intricate pipeline networks contain massive pressure valves constructed from highly valuable brass and specialized alloys, which must be carefully salvaged. Every single valve, fitting, and sensor is meticulously sorted into designated containers, maximizing the overall financial return of this complex demolition. Before officially clearing this specific zone, the chief engineer conducts a rigorous final sweep using highly sensitive electronic gas detection equipment. The digital monitors glow a reassuring green, officially confirming the complete absence of any lingering hazardous gases in the lower decks. With the area declared completely safe, our exhausted but triumphant crew finally begins packing up their heavy equipment for the day. Walking back through these silent metallic corridors, one cannot help but marvel at the sheer scale of our industrial demolition achievements. From the outside, the magnificent ship now bears a massive void in its belly, a testament to our absolutely surgical demolition precision. Back at the main yard, a gleaming mountain of perfectly sorted stainless steel stands ready to be transformed into something new. The final inventory report is absolutely staggering. By meticulously separating the alloys, we have successfully doubled the total recycling market value. This incredible financial success proves that taking the extra time to perform surgical, highly precise demolition is always the smartest strategy. Very soon, these extracted metal fragments will enter the roaring furnaces of a foundry, melting down to begin their life cycle anew. The incredibly pure molten alloy will eventually be reshaped and repurposed, perhaps constructing the very next generation of advanced maritime vessels. As the sun sets over the shipyard, we conclude another incredibly successful, highly challenging operation on this massive maritime engineering marvel. Our dedicated crew takes immense pride in their dangerous work, ensuring these majestic ocean giants are dismantled safely and highly responsibly. Thank you so much for watching Demolition Worker. Make sure to subscribe, and we will see you on the next massive project.